Coaching on tracks, balling, linking paper like Phil. I'm on being for real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my lines a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here.
Welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I'm your host, Tony Cook. I am joined today by Victor Salazar. This is my boy. We go way back. And you know, on the Faithful Fan Show, it's only right we bring faithful fans on the show. And my buddy Victor, ever since I met him through work, and we formed a bond because we both love basketball. And this fool loves LeBron James. That's his guy. And we are a week removed from him being crowned once again. You know, last year he was injured and everything, and he's back. Victor, how are you feeling a week removed from the championship of the Lakers?
Oh, man, you know me, I feel great. You know, like you said, when it comes to LeBron, I mean, you can't really interview anybody but me, you know.
Exactly. I was telling you at work, I was like, dude, you know, if they win, I got to have you come on because you're the biggest fan of LeBron I know, dog.
So, you know, it's like anybody who knows me, it's like you're going to find out real quick that it's all about basketball and it's all about LeBron. You step in my office, you see him behind me sitting on a throne and stuff. So, you know,
Victor,
like.
By the way, Victor's office is the most swag. He's got the Penny Hardaway bobblehead. He's got the whole layout. He's got everything in the office. Like, you wouldn't even think it's a work office, bro.
I just try to, you know, create my own vibe and stuff. Cause you know how it is. We be on the grind. So I'm just like, I got to bring my own element into it and stuff. So it's like, my basketball keeps me going. So
feel good, play good. That's how it goes.
Exactly.
Hey, but Victor, so I needed to ask you, dude, like, what made you such a big LeBron fan? Is it going all the way back to high school days or what?
Yeah, you know, pretty much kind of like how you were saying, like, you know, I have Penny Hardaway on the wall. So like for me, like basketball started like my love in like 96. So like Penny was my guy, you know, so
Penny.
like growing up as a kid, I'm like, that was my guy that loved his commercial, loved his game and stuff.
Yes.
But he always got hurt, you know, so it's like he's always been my guy because that's where it started. But then I transitioned from him to Allen Iverson. So I've always had like a guy. I've always had one guy.
You've always liked the star, dog. You've always liked the fool with the commercials and the news.
You know, so but at the same time, I've always liked a fighter. Like, so Penny was playing in MJ's days, you know, so he was second to MJ, going up against MJ, you know, and then Allen Iverson was playing against Kobe.
Shaq, yeah.
You know, so it's like I've always liked the guy that it's like he's got to fight for everything. So then I had Allen Iverson period
coming up.
Yeah. So I had the Allen Iverson period, and then pretty much like I think it was like 2002 when LeBron was still at St. Vincent, St. Mary. I was telling people like, yo, this is the guy, this is the kid.
Yeah.
You know,
this is
like so
kid.
a lot of people try to say they're like, oh, you know, bandwagon, this and that. I'm like, no, you have to understand that I was in 2002 saying he's going to be as good as he is right now.
Man, yeah. No, for sure. Ever since I've known you, you've been like LeBron all day. And Victor's that guy. Victor don't got to have a team. It's just, where's LeBron James playing at? We about to set up camp right there for the season.
I mean, that's what I tell people. That's why they're like, oh, how you going to go from Cleveland to Miami, back to Cleveland, back to LA? And I'm just like, look, like if you know me, I'm like, it goes back to St. Vincent, St. Mary. Like you know, I goated him when I was a senior in high school, junior in high school, you know, I'm like, that's been my guy. So.
Yep. That's very true. That's very true, dog. And all that being said, like, what's championship? Because you've been following him from the Miami championship when he made the Miami move. And then he went to Cleveland, brought one back to Cleveland. That was very impactful. To me, that was his biggest championship.
Yeah.
But to you, do you feel like this Laker championship surpasses that one?
I don't think anything's going to surpass the Cleveland one because of just the whole bringing it back to Cleveland, you know, leaving, coming back, and then the city not having the title for like 50 years and all that. So
yeah, man.
And then, you know, 73-9 going up, you know, down 3-1 lead. So I think the whole legacy, like that's like the legacy title, like cemented him as like, you know, the great or one of the greats, however you want to put it, you know. So for me, that one's always going to rank the highest. But what I think this LA one does is it just changes the narrative, right? Because it's always MJ and LeBron, like, all right.
I agree with that, though, yeah.
You know, so it's like everybody's like, well, he's going to LA now, but he's just going over there because it's a money move.
He's making movies now, right?
Exactly. So, but now that it's like, dang, he went over there and he won it all, and they're looking like they can run it back again.
It's looking like it, dog, because AD don't look like he's going nowhere, and the squad, the players we had are attainable. We can get all those same guys back,
exactly,
minus a couple. So
So for me, I'm like that. This LA ring, it just brings the narrative closer for like who's the GOAT, because it's like, if you look at it, he really went to all these different franchises and hung a banner up. Like,
and it didn't take him much time here either, dude. Last year he got injured. We were fourth place before he got injured last year. We were on our way to at least the playoffs last year. I'm not gonna say we would have won a championship with that squad.
Yeah.
But he did work real quick, dog. So
yeah,
I
so
agree.
that's what I'm saying. Like
that puts him on the Mount Rushmore. I don't know what everyone's talking about. He's not on the Laker Mount Rushmore. If you have multiple championships and you brought one to LA, such as some of the other greats, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right?
Yep.
So you're on the Mount Rushmore for me. I don't know who you got to kick off. We're gonna kick off Jerry West. Let's do that.
Right. But I mean, they even got like clips of Kobe saying that, like, you got to come here to LA, you got to put a banner up there. Like, I mean, if LeBron came here and hung out for 3 to 5 years and just played good basketball, all right, whatever. But he came up, he put a banner up there, and he might put some more up there, you know. So
hey, let's see it. Hey, we're gonna transition though. We're halfway through the show, and we're gonna take a break. And when we come back, we're gonna talk about that next season. What do you think the Lakers got to do going into to prepare to go into next season? When we come back right back on the Faithful Fan Show.
With the loss of Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and those 7 others. But tonight, the Laker fans can unite in joy as they celebrate a title. Under a minute remaining. And what a way to close out this championship season. As you see Davis and James, it's all coming out. You know, to me, one of the great pleasures of this job every year is watching they become little kids again when that title is realized, when it's finally over, and all the work, all the sweat, all the practices, all the travel. And in this case, all this time in the bubble ends up with what they all set out for as their #1 and only goal.
You know what? Each guy invested. And LeBron is thinking, I promised this guy this. I told him that things would be different. And to finish it off, they all should be extremely proud.
Well, Lennox puts it up at him. Caruso will bring it up. LeBron James already celebrating. I'm sure they are back in Los Angeles again. Dwight Howard knocks down a three-pointer. There's the exclamation point, and the Heat will just bring it up. As the Lakers will win Game 6. And now Cook can just dribble it out.
And J.R. Smith already shirtless.
Final seconds here in this NBA season. The respect from those two. And that's it. It's over. This historic 2020 NBA championship belongs to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers conquer the bubble, and banner number 17 will soon hang in the rafters. Such an emotional time for these LA Lakers, and also emotional for Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And as we said, a painful way for a great season to come to an end. Always so inspiring when an individual or a team overachieves or accomplishes the unexpected. That's what the Heat did. But they ran up against a Laker team that defensively just steamrolled them here tonight. So much more ahead in the celebration, the trophy presentation, the naming of the Finals MVP. It's all ahead as the Lakers win the 2020 championship.
Welcome back to the Faithful Fan Show. We chopping it up with Victor Salazar, a faithful fan. Now he's going to be a regular. I didn't tell y'all, but he actually has a shit ton of sneakers that are just exclusive. One day we're gonna do like an MTV Cribs exclusive, walk through his closet. You know what I mean? And we're gonna see everything he's really working with in his bag. We're gonna see what's up.
Yeah, I got you. I'll bring out all the expensive ones.
No, most definitely. So Victor, going into next season, our squad was dominant all through the playoffs. Like it seemed like every team we faced, it was like everyone had something to say. Although the Clippers are just getting like all kind of passes and stuff, but they're telling us like, oh, they're not going to be able to get past Portland. They can't get – Damian Lillard's on fire. They're on a roll. Gentleman's sweep. You know what I mean? And then we hit Houston. We shut them up real quick. I don't know what – they quit. They actually just quit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Denver, it was the same story, and they were a resilient team. They were like – came back from a 3-1 against the what was it, the Jazz? Who was it?
Yeah, I think, well, the first 2 rounds, I think. Yeah, but, yeah, like same thing. They burned out with us, and, yeah.
But, dude, so our team is basically dominant. What do you think we have to change moving forward next season to get a repeat, dog? Do we have to change anything?
Well, obviously we just won it all right now, and we had an answer, like you were saying, for every single scheme that anybody could throw at us. So, you know, it's like we don't have to shake it up too big because when it comes down to things like this, like we know it's like it comes down to some of the players. Like you want to play and win for less money. Yeah. You got to go get your contract. Like someone like Kuzma, he's too young. He's got to go get paid.
That's the only one I'm thinking about right now. Like out of all, because Caruso, he's not going to demand much money. We could keep him as a role player, like a young guy who's up for a contract or whatever. Kuzma could get big money somewhere else, and he could potentially get more shots somewhere else.
Exactly.
Me personally, I think he should stay where he's at and be a role player and rack these rings up and learn how to get better. But that's that one player. You hit it right on the head, bro. Like,
yeah,
we might have to find another wing.
Like he's just young, so like he hasn't made his 50, 60, 70 million the way these other guys have. So it's like they see that check, they got to go set their family up, you know. So I mean, I like the squad the way it is. You know, I think we have every single piece we need. It's just going to come down to, like I said, who's going to take those veteran minimums, who's out there that wants to come over. You know, I'm sure you've seen there's talk about, can we make a run at CP3? You know,
ooh, I wouldn't mind getting CP3 in there, even though Rondo balled out, bro. He balled. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I like that Rondo back. I heard he's like opted out, but
I heard that too. So we definitely got to be looking on the market for something like that. If we can find a way to unload Danny Green and get Bradley Beal and a package for, I want let's get like a Bradley Beal. Then we're just dumb. Like if we're gonna shake it up,
Bradley Beal would be nice. Yeah, like I mean, we're kind of lacking at the guard position.
Yeah, that's wishful thinking though. Like that's like my sorry, that was my cat.
All good.
But yeah, dog, like other than the Danny Green situation, I was happy with everyone's play pretty much. You know, Danny Green, Kuzma were kind of like every once in a while.
Yeah.
KCP stepped up. Bring him back, bro. KCP stepped up.
Oh yeah, no, like, and then you got to think too, like some of it is these guys were learning how to win. Now they all won. So now they're all champions. Now they've all earn their stripes. So like a lot of times these guys end up being better in year 2 as a team. So that's why I'm kind of like, I wouldn't mind running back with the same squad because a lot of these guys, like they're ready to shoot. Like, I mean, I think Danny Green is a good player. Like he might find his shot, but like, I think KCP better for us all season next season, you know, like, I mean, he stepped up big. So, you know, I'm like, but I'm just kind of curious to see what other teams do too, because everybody else is going to try to retool. Like they saying Giannis, he want to go big. The Warriors want to go big. So
they're gonna have to adjust. Hey, all that small ball talk. Where's it at now?
You know, so I'm like, I want to keep what we got. We got veterans. We got size. You know, we got some young players and stuff. And at the end of the day, though, we all know LeBron and AD gonna carry us as far as they can.
And that's all it was. That's all it was in the playoffs. Like everyone's talking about who's the big three. We don't have a big. It's just those two are ridiculous. That's all. And another thing. If we get Avery Bradley, what does it look like if Avery Bradley plays, bro? Like, that was our starting point guard for the whole season. Defensively, it took us some adjusting. You know, we had to play Caruso a lot more than Vogel probably wanted to. But, hey, it worked out, bro. It worked out. I'm down
always
with
tell
the
people,
squad back.
You know, I mean, realistically, you give me LeBron, AD, and we could pick up 3 guys at Venice Beach on the way to the Staples Center.
Here go Victor.
And we're going to run them out of the court. You know what I mean? Like, we'll play the Clippers with LeBron, AD, and 3 guys from the park. and we're gonna make it a game, you know. So
Hey, so what's up? Have you heard anything about the parade? I know your family's out in LA area.
yeah,
Went to the parade or
I mean, I would love
with
to
the
go to the
COVID and
parade.
stuff? You know what I
You
mean?
know, like for me, it's all full circle because my whole life has been with LeBron, and all my friends always been about, you know, the Lakers and stuff. And now I'm just like, damn, like
You get to
I-
go
I
and
closed
celebrate.
that gap, you know, like
Yeah.
LeBron put a banner up in LA, like it don't get no sweeter for me. So like I would love to go to a parade, but I don't know. I heard they're gonna do one, but I don't know
Me
when.
too.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm gonna be masked up if I go,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying.
I'll be masked
Obviously, you saw them after they won. They were still out there in the streets, like LA.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I was like, let me stay inside. Let me stay inside for this one.
Yeah. LA get a little wild, but that's why we love it out here. So
Yeah, dog. We love it in LA. Victor, thank you so much for joining me on the Faithful Fan Show, man. I appreciate you giving your calculated opinion. That's what we do here on the Faithful Fan Show. Everyone, please subscribe. Comment if you disagree with me or Victor. I mean, you probably won't because we're always right on here on the Faithful Fan Show. Hey, until next time, y'all.
Rookie in the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a layup. Rookie in the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a layup. Animal, MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling, linking paper like Phil. I'm Morpheus and real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my lines a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here, rookie in his prime. Focus like Jordan the second time. Kobe in playoff times, you know fully when I drop. Call for it, Kelly go in the Blizo spit. Auto like free throws by Ito. Circle loose stroke magic.